When it is summertime in Finland, you can spot these small motorcycles in the streets that are mainly operated by young people. Those things are mopeds, or as they are known in Finnish, mopo, and they are very popular in Finland. Even Garfield has one.
Mopo! Put a mopo! On hieno!
Let's start with the basics. What are mopeds? Well, they are motorcycles, except less powerful and much smaller.
Ooh, that's kind of small.
I would say that generally mopeds are perceived to be machines like this, but in Finland, mopeds are every type of motorcycle that has a 50cc engine, so all of these would be mopeds. For a vehicle to be classified as a moped in Finland, it has to meet certain conditions. These conditions are maximum top speed of 45 km/h and a maximum engine capacity of 50cc. Moped is the first motorized vehicle that a Finnish kid can operate on the public roads, so for many, moped is freedom. Big part of the Finnish Mopokulttuuri is tuning. Why would you want to tune your moped? Well, a stock moped can be rather boring and uncool for a hip youngster, but a much more common reason is that stock mopeds are quite slow. Now, it is important to keep in mind that because the conditions for a moped are strictly defined in the law, tuning a moped is mostly illegal. And if you get caught driving one, it may be quite costly. Before we move on, it's time for some advertising. By now, people pretty much know I usually use a VPN, public Wi-Fi, stealing data, and so on. But if you are like me and have an unlimited data plan, you have no need for the public Wi-Fi, and thus VPN is pointless. Ei välttämättä. Firstly, your internet service provider can access your data and do all kinds of stuff with it. But that's tinfoil hat talk, and let's assume that you got nothing to hide. So by now, VPN is pointless? Ei välttämättä. You see, you can change your location with a VPN without moving at all. Why is this useful? You can access geo-restricted content on streaming services and on YouTube. And you can actually save money when purchasing said streaming services or other stuff from the internet, because prices will vary by your location. This all sounds pretty good, so a VPN must be really expensive. Ei välttämättä, because Atlas VPN is doing a limited time offer, and you can get yourself a fast VPN for all your devices for $1.99 per month. If you are not happy, there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. Get Atlas VPN by using the link in the description. And now, the advertising is over. Tuning your moped to make it cooler is rather simple if you follow this guideline. The more obnoxious your moped is for the rest of the public, the cooler it is. I'll give you an example. Replace the muffler from your moped with an energy drink can to make it louder. Much louder than necessary, because it is arguably cool to disturb sleeping people. Now, if you think that tuning a moped to make it go faster is highly technical, something like Fast and Furious type shit where you tune your engine and install NOS to it, well, this is not the case. Because mopeds will go faster than 45 km/h when they come out from the factory, they need to be limited. Some of these limiters are quite primitive. For example, it may be as simple as a small pipe in the exhaust. Remove that pipe and bada bim bada boom, you now have an illegal moped. There has been a lot of discussion about whether the speed limit for mopeds should be increased, for example, to 60. Those who support this say that this would streamline the traffic and make it more safe, as cars wouldn't have the need to overtake mopeds as much as they do now. The most common argument against this increase is to say that the brakes on the mopeds can't handle those kinds of speeds. This was true in the past, when the brakes on the mopeds were not as good as they are now. Far more relevant question in my opinion is, are kids responsible enough to handle more power? Drunken people are the cause of the most work for the Finnish police. But right behind them are those hooligans driving with their mopeds. Mopojonnet. Mopojonne is a subspecies in the jonne family. What separates a mopojonne from an ordinary jonne is of course the moped, which mopojonne is often driving with his front wheel in the air. The natural enemy of a mopojonne is the police, who will often spoil their fun. There are numerous interactions between mopojonnes and the police on YouTube, some positive and some less positive. The most common ones are probably videos where the police are testing tuned mopeds and mopojonnes losing their license plates and driver's license.
Kavaa korttis lähti nimittäin nyt.
There are even videos of kids escaping the police on a moped, and it goes without saying that this is pretty much the dumbest shit you can do. The other nuisance for mopojonnes besides the police are old men called ykä. Ykä could be considered as a Finnish male version of Karen, but where Karen is usually batshit crazy, ykä will often have a just cause and the mopojonne is in the wrong. This is quite natural, since kids have a tendency to be stupid and to do stupid stuff, so time to time they need to be reminded to not do stupid stuff. Of course there are examples where the ykä is in the wrong too, trying to threaten or attack the mopojonne, etc. Mopeds have arguably shaped the Finnish youth culture, and there have been many legendary mopeds. Pappatunturi, Suzuki PV, and many others. But I'll say that none of those are the true legendary moped, because there is one that will wipe the floor with the rest. May I present you Kurkkumopo. Kurkku vitun mopo.